So CAD pieces that I designed from scratch. They just came in yesterday from Send Cut Send, obviously the best. This right here is the transmission mount that I made up, 5-speed ZF. Nothing special, or at least I don't really think it is. Did this provision here so that I can run a 1-inch tube through it and then weld it together to keep it from doing this. Weld the back ends here. I'm not too sure if I'm going to solid mount this or if I'm going to make like a rubber mount. I know they sell the replacement rubber mounts. One stud goes through the bottom, one stud goes through the top, and in the middle is a squishy piece of rubber, so I might need to do something a little bit different. The replacement ones are a little taller. It'll space up the transmission a bunch. You know, more cushion, more deflection. But yeah, because the engine mounts that I'm going with are going to have rubber in them anyways. Race car type stuff has solid mounts all around. Solid mount them, you're just going to get more vibration and feedback through the chassis. One rubber mount, one solid mount, or one rubber mount, one solid mount. So the engine's going to have rubber mounts anyways, so it'll kind of kill off the vibrations. Not too sure yet, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, so transmission mount. These are the body panels for the back, flaring or doing dimples on, and then gonna kind of cut the old section out and then replace it with this one and just kind of, you know, weld it in place, stitch weld it. So this one will go up here like that, something. Flares obviously as well. This one a little bit smaller. So the idea for this one here, obviously if you can see, engine is pushed as far back to the cowl as possible, or touching the cowl. And of course the water outlet is right here in the back of the head. Pretty much servicing this is going to kind of be difficult, and it's pretty much going to sit right here. I'm gonna line it up, obviously thin, so I gotta work it in. Now I clear up this space here. I'm going ahead and just notching this piece out. I have an extra cowl if I need it. Original much. We just need a kind of like a base layer, I guess you could say. Base material, I guess, to work off of. So I might move the engine just a tad bit back to where maybe the valve cover is right here, and that still gives me access to all this down here. Figure this one out. So that panel is going to go there. It's going to get dimpled. It's a little bit smaller holes, but it should work just fine. The body needs to drop down in the back and slide backward, and in order to do that I need to cut the back right there. Work these in first, and then I'll work in the front, cut the body. This way I can expose the tubes underneath so I can basically make up the mounts for my air jack system. Let's get to it.
life you're living in this game. Okay. I said nothing will ever be the same when you're finished.
The year was 1986. He was a teenager like any other, dreaming of his heroes and in love with a girl. But on a thunderous night along a ragged coast, a mysterious red car came to him, its power lighting his eyes blood red.